In this mode, you don't go into thinking about any of sort of attraction to the opposite sex. This is why very few people can do this mode. For example, the people that say, I have a good streak or no fair, but they say they have attraction to these things like boobs. Well, that's not alien mode. That is more sort of hard mode, but you're thinking about these things like if you think about women too much, then you're going to think about things like vagina. And if you say that and an image comes in your mind, then it's still not sort of a alien mode. It's still really soft mode, but sort of hard mode if you're not actually having the sex. So I would say for those who are very serious about alien mode to not even have attraction to the opposite sex, because then it would be impossible. For a start, you have to be very disciplined in your thoughts, and even in dreams, you should try to resist the attraction of women. Now, this is even harder, just like stopping wet dreams. Stopping wet dreams is nearly impossible for mere mortals. So alien mode is similarly very hard for mere mortals. You can't even think mentally about sex with women. And if you do on a mental level, you failed already, even without doing it. That's why the alien mode is even more advanced than the hard mode and even virgin mode, because mentally you're at a very high plane. When you're on this plane, you can't be distracted very easily because you're in charge of your senses. Now, your five senses is going to try and pull you away in things like social media and Facebook, IG, but a real master would not be affected by all this and would not get an erection when looking even at the pictures, because he knows that these things can't disturb his mind. The average mortal will, of course, fall like a pack of cards, and then he would start fapping, and then